Rewrite your future. How to manifest your next chapter and unlock your story's success. Welcome, friend. You didn't just stumble onto this audiobook by accident. You pressed play because some part of you knows there's a next chapter waiting to be written. This is Rewrite Your Future. How to manifest your next chapter and unlock your story's success. And let me tell you something. Your story isn't over. It's barely getting started. If you've been feeling stuck in the same loops, procrastination, overthinking, self-doubt, you're not broken. You're just running an old script. That same script that says, I'll start on Monday, I'm not ready yet, or my personal favorite, I'll feel motivated later. Spoiler, later doesn't exist. There's only now. Here's the truth. Your habits are the pen, your thoughts are the ink, and your daily choices are the pages you write on. Every time you repeat an action, you reinforce a belief. That's how the brain works. It craves predictability. It doesn't care whether your habits help or hurt you, it just loves efficiency. But today, we're flipping the script. We're going to talk about how to recognize your old story, the one that's been quietly running your life. Because before you can rewrite your future, you have to see where your current story begins and ends. So ask yourself this: if my life were a book, what would this chapter be called? Running on autopilot? The Great Procrastination? Almost but not quite? Whatever it is, I want you to smile at it, not judge it, because awareness is the first draft of change. When you see the patterns, you gain power over them. When you see how your habits shape your story, you can start writing something new. So right here, right now, let's mark the moment. This is the day you stopped reading your old story and started authoring your next one. Take a deep breath and say this out loud. I am the author of my next chapter. Good. Feel that. That's your power coming back online. Welcome to Rewrite Your Future. How to manifest your next chapter and unlock your story's success. Let's begin. Rewriting the inner narrative. Mindset reprogramming. So now that we've recognized the old story, let's talk about rewriting it. Because the truth is, your brain loves to repeat whatever feels familiar, even if it's miserable. Comfort zones aren't comfortable. They're just predictable prisons. Mindset reprogramming isn't magic. It's management. It's managing your thoughts before they manage you. Your subconscious mind doesn't respond to logic. It responds to repetition. That's why affirmations, visualizations, and journaling work, not because they're woo-woo, but because they rewire the neural loops that shape behavior. Say this with me. I am no longer available for the version of me that settles. Powerful, right? That single sentence sends a signal to your subconscious that the old story has ended. Now here's the hack most people miss. You can't just think a new story. You have to act it out. The universe rewards aligned behavior, not wishful thinking. When you say, I want to be confident, the mind says, cool, show me. So walk like someone who already is. When you say, I want to be disciplined, the mind says, okay, prove it. So act like it, even when it's uncomfortable. That's how we manifest your next chapter, through micro actions that align with your rewritten identity. Each habit, no matter how small, tells your brain what story you're living. Skipping the gym, you're reinforcing, I give up easily. Going anyway, you're telling your brain, I do hard things because I'm rewriting my future. See how that works? You're not trying to change overnight. You're conditioning yourself for a new role. Because when you reprogram your mind for success, your behavior follows. And when your behavior follows, your life does too. Build your daily habit architecture. Practical reinvention. Here's where theory meets the real world. It's time to build your new habit architecture, the scaffolding of your next chapter. Forget motivation. It's unreliable. What you need is structure. Motivation gets you started, but structure keeps you consistent. Let's talk about the 1% rule. If you improve something by 1% every day, you'll be 37 times better in a year. That's not magic, it's math. And if you build the right routines, your results compound faster than you think. Here's your new mindset. Small steps, big rewrites. Every day, choose one tiny action that your future self would thank you for. Drink the water. Send the email. Take the walk. Your brain doesn't care how small the step is. It just learns, we're doing this now. And here's a trick. Habit stacking. Attach a new habit to an old one. For example, after I brush my teeth, I'll visualize my next chapter. Or, after I make my coffee, I'll repeat one affirmation. I am rewriting my story today. Each repetition strengthens the new story loop. Remember, your habits are your handwriting on the script of your life. Make them deliberate. Before we close this section, let me ask you, if your habits were your employees, would you fire them or promote them? Exactly. Let's move into the final segment, where you lock it all in and step into your success identity. Lock in your success identity, becoming the author. Welcome to the final chapter of Rewrite Your Future, how to manifest your next chapter and unlock your story's success. By now, you've recognized your old story, rewritten your inner narrative, and rebuilt your habits. But here's the secret. Consistency isn't just about action, it's about identity. You can't become successful by trying to act successful. You become successful by believing this is who I am now. When you internalize that, procrastination loses its grip. Scarcity dissolves. Self-doubt gets quieter. Because your identity shapes what feels normal, and success eventually feels normal to those who keep practicing it. So here's your daily identity affirmation. I am the author of my story. I create my habits, I design my days, and I rewrite my future. Say it until it becomes true. Act on it until it becomes effortless. Live it until it becomes you. When life tests you, and it will, remember, you've already rewritten this part. You've practiced resilience, built structure, and reprogrammed your mindset. Your future isn't out there somewhere waiting for you. It's already being written right now, in this moment. So go ahead, turn the page, start writing. Because you, my friend, are not just surviving your story, you're authoring a masterpiece.